Good morning, friends. I pray that wherever in the world you are right now, that the next 2 minutes are a blessing to you, so you can be the blessing to the people the Lord has put in your life today. So I don't know if you've ever had this experience, but I feel like when the Lord's trying to teach me something, he picks a particular, some sort of subject, and it doesn't matter where I am. If I'm at school, if I'm, doing this thing or that thing with a separate person, if I'm reading a certain Bible study or going to a dinner party with somebody, whatever it is that he's trying to teach me at the moment, it doesn't matter whether I turn to a book like a novel or I turn to scripture or I have a conversation with this person or that person or I go to church. Whatever it is, he tends to teach me. He's in the process of teaching me whatever it is that he wants to teach me. So I don't know if you've had this experience or not, but this week I've been having this experience. And last week, it's all prefaced by last week, we had parent-teacher conferences, and one of the teachers that we met with was talking to us about repeated phrases, right? And he was trying to teach the kids in his class, in his literature class, about how when an author repeats a phrase over and over again, it's very, very important, and the author's trying to cue you into something very important. And so he's teaching these fourth graders about when they run into repeated phrases. And so this has just been in the back of my mind. And simultaneously, I've been reading with my 4-year-old through that Jesus Storybook Bible, which I would recommend any day of the week. It's excellent. And I have read this. I have an 11-year-old. I've been reading this for a good old decade, this Bible. But something I've never noticed before is the repeated phrase throughout these little Bible stories. She trusted God more than her eyes could see. He trusted God more than his eyes could see. They trusted God more than their eyes could see. And it just jumped off the page. It's been jumping off the page at me this week as I read through these stories. And I don't know if there's anything that God is asking you to trust in him more than your eyes can see today. If it's a long-term just ache of your heart that you've been asking for and you need the faith and the strength to trust him for that, or if it's something new that has hit you this holiday season that you just need to, he's asking you to trust him more than what you can see. But on Sunday, yet again, I went to church and the sermon was about this story in Luke about Mary giving birth to Jesus and how her response to the angel when she was afraid, which again is another repeated, do not be afraid, a repeated command in the scripture. Her response was, "How will this be?" Mary asked the angel, "Since I am a virgin." And he contrasted that with his previous sermon the week before, Zechariah's response, asking for a sign. And how she trusted God more than her eyes could see in her response to the angel. So there are plenty of things right now that the Lord is teaching me, and one is that I need to trust him more than my eyes can see, which is a very, very easy thing to say, a very difficult thing to do. So I just pray today that you would come alongside me and pray this prayer for yourself as I pray it for myself. As we go out or stay in today and be the blessing. Till next time, Katie.